All right, let's get into it. Target acquired. Today, we're cracking the code on a true sonic revolutionary, the man who turned his guitar from an instrument into a weapon. We are hacking the mainframe of the one and only Tom Morello.
See this? This right here is the whole mission statement. It was scrawled on the back of every Rage Against the Machine record, and it was basically a declaration of war. You gotta remember, this was the era of synths, of samples, and Morello's manifesto was crystal clear. We're gonna make impossible sounds with the simplest tools. No tricks, no digital garbage, just pure analog anarchy.
So forget about pulling out your credit card. We're not here to sell you a mountain of expensive gear. This is about a mindset, you know? It's about liberating the sounds that are already trapped inside your axe, not about draining your wallet. This is creativity over consumerism, period.
So Morello, he comes up watching the whole 80s shredder scene, right? And he just decides to hijack the entire program. Instead of playing a million notes a minute, he made his guitar sound like a DJ scratching vinyl, like bombs falling from the sky, like police sirens wailing. He literally became the DJ of the axe. A whole new kind of guitar hero was born right there. Okay, let's get to the intel. We are cracking open the rig that he has kept on lockdown for over 30 years. And this isn't about endlessly tweaking knobs. No, this is about finding your weapon and mastering it. This is the set and forget doctrine.
So what's the big secret weapon? Honestly, it's almost laughably simple. A Marshall head and a PV cab. That's it. That is the core of the entire operation. Deceptively simple, but absolutely devastatingly effective.
And here's the origin story. It's pretty wild. Back in the 80s, all of Morello's gear gets stolen. He's got a gig coming up, so he panics and grabs whatever he can find. That just happened to be this 50-watt Marshall head and this beat-up PV cab. What started as a temporary fix became a legendary sound, completely by accident.
And these are the sacred numbers, the classified intel. He dialed this sound in way back in '88, and once he found it, he took a Sharpie and physically marked the front of the amp. Those settings have not changed since. Look at that, bass and middle cranked to 10, gain at 9. That's just pure raw power.
Hey, don't take my word for it. Here it is, straight from the source. Now that is militant discipline. Once the sound was locked, it was locked for good. Every single show, every single record, the same damn settings.
All right, so the core tone is locked and loaded. Now for the fun part, the toys, the gadgets and the hacks that unlock all the signature chaos. These right here are the tools of the revolution.
First up, the legendary, the iconic DigiTech Whammy, WH1. This is not just a pedal, okay? In Morello's hands, it's a full-on sonic weapon. This little red box is the source of his most insane sounds, from those screaming solos to the DJ-style mayhem. And here it is, the secret code +2 octaves. This setting right here is the key that unlocks that signature high-pitched screech. It's what he calls his pterodactyl sound. And yeah, that's pretty accurate.
And the proof is all over the tracks. Just listen to the solo and Killing in the Name. That's pure Whammy screaming 2 octaves up. And the DJ scratch solo and Bulls on Parade? That's the Whammy pedal combined with his toggle switch trick. This thing is all over his most explosive work.
Okay, so how does he get that rhythmic, almost machine gun stutter effect? You know, that glitchy on-off sound? Well, it's not some fancy tremolo pedal that you can just go out and buy. It's a hack. It's a kill switch.
And you've got two paths to get there. Path 1 is the toggle trick that Morello is famous for. On a guitar with 2 volume knobs, you crank one pickup's volume all the way up and you turn the other one all the way down to 0. Then you just flick the pickup selector switch back and forth. Boom, instant stutter. For his other guitars, he uses Path 2, a simple DIY mod where you install a dedicated momentary switch.
Now, if you're gonna go the DIY route, you gotta listen up. This is classified intel, okay? You have to wire it the right way. The shorting method sends your signal straight to the ground, which makes it dead silent. This is the way. The interruptive method? That's a trap. It just breaks the signal, leaving a live hot wire that creates this massive, ugly hum. Avoid it at all costs. Seriously.
So you've got the blueprint, but here's the best part. You do not need to hunt down vintage gear from the 80s to get in on this action. It's time to hack the mainframe with modern tools and liberate this sound for yourself.
Your modern arsenal is huge. Multi-effects units, or pedal eras, they can do it all. Amp modeling software like Neural DSP literally has Morello's exact rig modeled inside of it. You can get modern pitch shifters like the Whammy DT or the Ricochet that absolutely nail the sound. And of course, you can grab a cheap momentary switch for your own DIY mod.
And here's the cheat code for your multi-effects unit. It's just 4 simple steps. 1. Find your pitch shifter effect. 2. Set it to shift up 2 octaves. 3. Assign that effect to your expression pedal. And 4. Shred. It is that easy to get that classic whammy chaos going.
And one last order for anyone out there modding their own acts, wire that kill switch right. Always, always, always short the signal to the ground. It's the only way to get a clean, silent stutter. Trust me, your axe will thank you.
All right, we've deconstructed the rig. We've laid out the blueprint. Now the mission turns to you. It's time to liberate the next one.
So who's our next target gonna be? What iconic rig should we crack open and expose to the world next? Drop your intel in the comments below. Let us know which rig we should liberate next.